Today's episode, lessons from the brother that cleans up at your job. What the episode really was lessons from the nigga that cleans up at your job. We're gonna keep this politically correct for the public. So this is lessons from the brother that cleans up at your job. I own a professional cleaning service, and from time to time I clean different buildings. I'm not gonna put no particular you know, person or establishment on blast. These are just things I've learned over the years cleaning buildings, and I'm gonna share some things with you that you might want to know. Let's get into the lesson of the day, man. Now, it's important that you understand that I am a professional, trained professional. Been doing this for years. One of my jobs, one of my hustles is I clean buildings, man. You will see a number of things when you go into these buildings. I ain't even gonna get into the nasty work, into the nasty information, but I'm about to give you some lessons from the nigga who cleans up at your job. This is just some shit that you need to know. Some tried and true lessons that could save your life, save your job. I know it's going to save your sanity. It's going to have you moving properly. These are lessons from somebody who is a fly on the wall, right? So I don't have no investment. I'm cool with everybody, love everybody. I come in to do one thing, and that's to maintain. But me being a fly on the wall, I notice things. Again, not putting anybody on blast, but we're going to have a conversation about things to do and not to do on your damn job. You ready? Let's get it. Lesson number 1. Wash your damn hands. Lesson number 1 is wash your damn hands. And don't touch your face. Lesson number 1 is wash your hands. When should you wash your hands? As often as you think about it. You touch stuff all the time. And see, here's the thing. As soon as you touch a doorknob or a door handle or I don't know why people put their hands on the doors. You got to wash your hands again because they're dirty again. You got to use your elbows, use your arms to open doors, use your feet. Now they got the kick pulls and stuff like that. But wash your hands and then do not put your hands in your face. So all the digging in your eyes, this is at work. Digging in your nose, getting stuff out your teeth, rubbing your face. This is how you get sick. Because you just touched the disease and then you just put it in your eye. I'm sorry I have to talk to some people like children. You just touched the disease and then you ate it. Wash your damn hands. Are we clear? What's lesson number 2? Lesson number 2, let me hit you with it. Don't eat nothing at work unless it's in a sealed package. Very unpopular opinion. Don't eat nothing at work if it ain't in a sealed package. Bro, do you know how often I see the people who don't wash their hands leave the bathroom and go make them a community sandwich or a community hot dog? I mean, you just left out the stall. You did numero 2, numero dos, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, shut up in there, man. What they doing? Is it going down? Chill out. Somebody just left the bathroom and did a deuce. Forgive me, my dog's going crazy. and then they went out and made some tacos, or got a chip and took some dip, or got a piece of cake and then bounced and left out the door, or went back to their cubicle. And you like, yo, everything they touch for the rest of the day is contaminated until they wash their hands. But if you eat something, E. coli, salmonella, and all type of other gingivitis and all type of other funky shit, I don't know what's in there, man, but you gonna get it if you eat it. Make sure it's in a sealed individual package, and make sure you put some hand sanitizer on that. Y'all ready for lesson number 3? I'm scared how to hold my hands because, you know, they'll screenshot you and say you was doing some funky shit. Lesson number 3. 1, 2, 3. Lesson number 3. Most people at your job is your ops. They don't really like you. Stop acting like these people are your friends. Now, I will say this. I have met some lifelong friends at every single job I've ever had. That's just, I met some really solid people that have been with me my whole life, like from my first job all the way up until, you know, whatever I do. We connect. But everybody at your job ain't your friend. And you're not there to make friends. And some of these people on the low really don't like you. You the ops. They don't like you at all. They don't care nothing about you. Every time you do some shit and you wonder how they found out, they the ones that told on you. Lesson number 4. You are not your job. You do your job. That's it. You are not your job. You do your job. If you are known for your job, you ain't shit. So, no, listen to me, bro. The CEO of the company could be a bumbling idiot. We just saw them call our last president Sleepy Joe. He didn't get no respect internationally or nowhere else. Not by the general consensus, because of how he carried himself. You know what I'm saying? And he was the president of the United States, the most powerful job on the face of this earth, right? Or you know, at surface level. Point being, you are not your job, man. Would you rather them say, well, I know I would rather them say, instead of saying, oh, the boss is here. Hey, John coming. John coming. Anybody could be the boss. When I'm coming, he got it taken care of. Hey, John coming. And that's how they say it every single time. I'm not my job. When somebody say, oh, man, you the boss. I'm here. I'm John. I do everything from the bottom to the top. And I'm not ashamed of it. John here. So that lesson, I mean, that's something for you to ponder on. You're not your job. You are you. Now, the thing is, if you're the best you can be, and you're the best at your job, that will reflect, that will show. But be more proud of who you are than what your job title is, right? Lesson number 5. Clean up after yourself. People notice. This comes from the guy cleaning up. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. I get paid to clean up either way. Whether it's a pigsty, whether it's neat. I got the equipment. I got the chemicals. You know, I'm trained. That is my job. I don't, you know. At this point, I've seen it all. But what I can say is your reputation is affected by your cleanliness. And if your workstation is nasty, people going to feel a different way about you, even if they don't say it. If you leave the bathroom in a certain condition, and I'm going to touch on this later, but people notice, and they're not comfortable with you because they have to share the same workspace as you. Clean up after yourself. I talk to my kids about this. I talk to young kids about this. I talk to everybody about this. I encourage myself. Clean up after yourself, after your workspace. Clean up after your person. Wash your nasty ass after you wake your nasty ass up. Lesson number 6. We on lesson number 6? Go home. Lesson number 6 is go home. Your job will take all of your time if you let it. Take your ass home. Even if you gotta be right back. Enjoy your house, enjoy your kids, enjoy your food, whatever you got going on. If you ain't got nothing going on, if you gotta play your video game, if you got animals, you gotta go feed your pets and shit like that. Don't spend all your time at the job. It'll be there. The work is never finished, especially if you are if you're in a business that's doing good work, that's popular in its field, or that's moving, it's consistent, it's steady. You're gonna be busy. And I'm not saying don't do your job until, the task is complete for the day. I'm saying, yo, man, go home. Some people work their life away at the job only to be replaced immediately because the work never stops. Go home. Lesson number 7 is a hard one. I might have to get up for it, or I might have to add some examples. Hey, yo. The toilet is the target. The toilet is the target. But some people miss. Let me tell you something. I'm going to break it down. If I got a bowl or something. It's water in the toilet, right? I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to the congregation. It's water in the toilet. You supposed to point your asshole towards the water. You understand what I'm saying to you? The water is always at the bottom. Even if it's only a little bit of water, you're supposed to point your asshole toward the water, straight down. That's how the Asian population, I think they shit with their feet up so that their asshole points straight down so that they get it all out. Sometimes I hear the toilet's on the floor, but I heard in some factories, people shit with their feet on the toilet. I ain't really tripping off that because I clean your boot marks off the toilet. The point is the water, you understand? The water is the goal, right? So how the fuck you shit on the toilet, on top of the seat, on top of the stool? I've had motherfuckers shit on the floor, shit on the wall. Literally, I had shit on the wall. Now, I got a theory. Let me explain something to you, bro. This is how you shit on the wall, right? It's got to be somebody who's overweight. I'm not discriminating against overweight people, but I'm just saying. Or it's got to be somebody who's ate something that's loose and it's got to go right now, right? And what happens is they run their ass in there and they start shitting before they sit down. And it gets all over the back of the wall, in the back of the toilet and on the seat and all that shit. But here's my thing, though. What do you do afterwards? There's no shower in the bathroom. You walk around all day with that on you. When I clean these toilets, sometimes they be looking crazy. But the water is the goal. Just like in baptism, man, in Christianity, man, like you want to get in the water. The water gonna save you. The water washes your sins, man. And the water washes your shit away. We'll say that one more time. The water washes your sins away. If you really mean it. And the water washes your shit away. So if you can remember anything that I said here today, please, shit in the water. I'm serious, bro. Like we get end the show right now, and that would be like the toilet is the target. That's lesson number 7. Shit in the water. This might not seem like a big deal until you walk into the bathroom and have to go behind somebody who didn't have any respect for the facility itself. And now you got shit on the armrest. You got shit on the side of the wall, you know. And urinals is another thing, man, because, dudes going to do what they do. Sinks is another thing. Men and women going to do what they do. But the toilet, I'm talking about, this is both genders, man. This is all races, ethnicities. This is all job. This is not like a corporate or a factory thing, or this is everywhere, man. This is business professionals, CEOs. This is, first day employees. Hey, man, shit in the water. Number 7, Pete. Number 7. Okay. We on number 8? Number 8 is important, man. Number 8 is important, yo. Hey, yo. Stop telling people what you won't do. Stop going to your job and telling the boss or the manager or the supervisor, whatever you want to call them, the overseer, the master. Stop going up in that place and telling them people what you won't do. They will find somebody to do that shit. They're going to find somebody to do it. Now, there's a trade-off. You do work, they give you money. You at will employee, you can leave, they can get rid of you at any time. It is, or at least where we are in Michigan, it is what it is. If they got you doing tasks that you feel like are beneath you, go find you something else to do. But stop telling these people what you ain't gonna do. They're gonna find somebody and they're gonna have you training your replacement. And before you know it, you're gonna be showing them all the good shit. And they're gonna be going behind them fixing your mistakes. And next thing you know, your ass gonna be gone. Stop telling people what you ain't gonna do. Number 9, we there? Number 9 should have been number 1 to me. Keep your damn mouth shut. People know what you tell them. If you don't tell them anything, they don't know anything. Stop telling people what you don't want them to know. They only use your information against you. Tell people the things about you that they should know, and other things leave to your personal life. That is okay because you are a professional and you're in a professional field. So you can give people just about as much as you want them to have. You don't have to tell them intimate personal details. You don't have to tell anybody anything but your supervisors or the people who are involved in, I'm speaking of necessary information. You don't have to be social. Certain things are pleasant or kind, but it's not necessary. For certain jobs, yes, but you might ruin the work culture, but you understand what I'm saying? Keep your damn mouth shut. You ready for 10? The final, or what should be the final lesson from the nigga that cleans up at your job for this week. And I might have hinted to this before or spoke on this, but hey, yo, they tell on your ass. They tell on your ass. Everything that you do is being fully reported. And if you think it ain't, they're telling your ass. Please believe it. Without a doubt. I got a bonus for you. I got a bonus one because I know some people might feel like certain points are redundant, but when you going through shit, it's kind of good to hear shit. The bonus, I hate to call it 11th, but it's the 11th. But the bonus lesson from the nigga that cleans up at your job. And it's necessary for you to understand this. Don't nobody give a fuck. Hey, yo. Don't nobody give a fuck. What do you mean, John? You mad. Don't nobody give a fuck. My mama used to say, scratch your ass and get glad. Like a dog. If you mad, man, you better scratch your ass and get glad. Don't nobody care. Ain't nobody care. Like Dion used to say, ain't nobody care. Don't nobody give a fuck. If you got something really, really important to share and it's not work related, I'm not saying me personally, because I'm the nigga that cleans up. Of course I care. I like, I'm a kind dude, man. I like being in, that, I talk, I banter from time to time. It's part of the job. I'm cool. But as far as the whole population, nobody give a fuck. Nobody cares. If you're at a job with horrible work culture and you're wondering why the job is so bad, because nobody cares. So at surface level, that statement might mean one thing, but it's so nuanced that there's layers to it. You could peel it back like an onion. It's so don't nobody give a fuck. Nobody cares.
Usually by the time you care, try to get other people to care, that's when they get rid of you.
Yeah, usually by the time you care is by the time you get fanatical and they get rid of you. Like you said, but like nobody cares truly about their job or about any of the things that we talked about on this list. Nobody cares. That's why the best perform like the best because you find a group of people, you find a group of individuals, you find a work culture that cares about what they do, that go about it a certain way. And you hear about these workplaces. You go into like the New England Patriots in their heyday when Belichick and Brady was doing their thing. You hear about the culture in there. And you're like, yo, it's different. It's still like when you go from another team and you come there, you can tell the difference. There's other jobs that are run like this. When you walk in there, it just is what it is. It's they run it like a machine. Sometimes I suggest young men get a job at McDonald's, if not for a little bit, especially if you want to be an entrepreneur. You find out how they do things. You might not like the food, but they get billions of sales every year from doing things a certain way every single time. You're not going to go to McDonald's and find a mom and pop burger. You're going to find what they give you. They're going to give you this, 2 patties, what did it say, lettuce, was that Burger King or something, whatever. Everybody got their recipe, but that's their cookie cutter. When you work at one of these franchise restaurants and when you work at one of these gigs, man, you get an understanding of how the business works. And unless you own a business or you run a business, don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody care. So when you walking into this, I'm not telling you not to care. I'm giving you the understanding that the reason that things move the way they move is because less people place emphasis on what they do. Most of the time they're worried about getting out of there and what they're going to do when they get home or what they're going to do when they go on vacation. Or they're not really worried about being the best at their job or being better than even competitive. Like back in the day, our parents used to be competitive so to say, in their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Or they had us being competitive in school, competitive in sports. I just noticed nowadays, man, people aren't as competitive as far as like the tasks that they. We got a real get along culture, man. So yeah, that was the bonus lesson. Don't nobody give a fuck, and as long as you understand that, don't nobody give a fuck. I think that you're gonna be okay because then you'll operate accordingly. Now, if you can make people care, if you're the one person that you know can link everybody and make them give a fuck, shout out to you. Do some change, but that's that. You got any questions for me?
Um, no, I pretty much hit everything on the head. What up, so?
Yeah. I want to end with a story, man. I want to end with a story. Um, I want to dedicate this episode to a couple people. First, I want to say rest in peace to Jeffrey Gamble. My man Jeff was my man Thad, little brother, and I knew him his whole life almost. I mean, for me, when he was a young dude, when I first met Thad, man, Jeff was just, he couldn't even leave the porch, man. They were so small, and he grew into be a great dude, a great human being, man. And he lost his life All Star weekend, like the All Star game was on when I heard about it, and I was in shock, um, and I'm hurt by it because I played at Mackers with Jeff. You know what I mean? Like I played a ton of ball with him. Like his brother's one of my closest. I can't even call him a friend, man. It's like my brothers, man. Like Jeff and his brother Isaiah, who passed away before him, and Sylvester, um, and Kevin. And I just want to show some love to Mama and Sarita and Stephanie and Thad and let them know I'm praying for y'all. And I really love y'all. And I'm hurt by what happened. And I'm without even going into it, it's just he was a young man. Last time I saw him was on Saturday, a couple Saturdays before that, and I exchanged numbers with him. And one of the things I do is, every now and then I take my wife out for breakfast and we go get something to eat. And we just happen to be at Real Food Cafe, which is close to where we live. And had to go back in for something. And I seen Jeff on the way out, embraced him, showed him some love, man. We exchanged numbers, made sure I had the right number. And I'm like, yo, I was telling you about the Soul League thing and how we was going to get involved with the kids and start running the league or whatever. And things seemed to be optimistic and seemed to be hopeful. And I just knew I was going to see him again. And to understand that he lost his life like that and how it happened, I'm hurt by it. So I want to send a condolences to their family and RIP to my brother Jeffrey Gamble. Um, that same day after we left Real Food Cafe, we we went to go meet my uncle and help him do something for his friend who was an artist who passed away. And there, Mr. Brown, Mr. Fred Brown, was there. Came over as I saw him there a couple times. Mr. Brown was a mentor. He was just a good dude if you knew him in the community. Basketball guy, just a savant and just a smooth guy, man. Just a real joy to talk to. I wish I would have recorded the conversation that we were having at the time of his pass. At the time I saw him before he passed away, because if I'd only known that was the last time, and the conversation was that epic. He was just talking about ball players from the past and now, and for that to be the last time I saw Mr. Brown and the last time I saw Jeffrey, and it was on the same day, about an hour apart. I had a moment when I heard about that, because I heard about Mr. Brown passing away, I believe, if not that day, the day before. And then I heard about Jeffrey a little bit later that evening as I was watching the All Star game. My cousin Aunt called me. Um, so yeah, rest in peace, man, to Mr. Brown. You were a great, great human being, a great person, man. Just a joy to know. And every second I was around you, I was soaking up your energy and just trying to get some of that, man. Get that information, that knowledge, that cool. So I want to send you my condolences. And lastly, my cousin Aunt's Lady Lovey lost her best friend Portia. I knew Portia for years through them, and she was just a lovely person. She was a joy, and I just heard about her passing away a couple days afterwards, and I couldn't believe it. I thought that they were mourning about Jeff, and they said that Portia passed away, and she was just a lovely person every time I met her, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention her while I'm giving other people their condolences. So condolences to her family, to her husband, to her children. Um, and life is precious, man. So I just want to tell you to enjoy the people you love, even if you know y'all arguing or y'all going through some things or y'all having issues, man. It's cool to just sit back and enjoy people because we understand that we're not gonna live forever. So give people grace and love on them while you got them, and treat people like it might be the last time you ever see them, because one day it's gonna be the last time you ever see them. So condolences to them good people, all great people, um, and I mourn your loss, and I wanted to give you a moment while I was doing this episode. Whenever it comes out, just rest in peace, condolences and peace to your family. Um, I was gonna end the show a certain way, but that's how that's gonna go. So, oh man, and my dog, oh bro, yeah. So that's how we're gonna do that. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. It's the communion. Check my outro. We're gonna get busy.
You understand me? Do you understand me?